Luxury prisons for the rich. In America. Get me that Michael Jackson stuff. Can cops force you to do a lie detector test? How to permanently delete information from an iPhone remotely? Can deleted text messages be retrieved? Will life insurance still pay serious damage control? For the rich in America. Get me that Michael Jackson stuff. I will never quit. I'll give one heck of a fight. I'm ready to prove my innocence.
Damn me. I will never quit. I will put up one heck of a fight. I'm ready to prove my innocence. Well, that lasted a long time, didn't it? Unforgivable.
That is unforgivable.
Dear me. Come on now. You can do a bit better than that, Kouri. I'm hella mad today. I just didn't wake up on the wrong side of the bed or the wrong side of the planet. I feel gypped, guys. Feeling gypped today. Defense rests. What crap is this? What crap is this? I had 5 weeks put aside for this shit. 5 weeks. Please. Kouri's all like, this is fine. Yeah, all done. All done. Done. The judge is like, you sure?
I apologize.
I'll just go down here. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Like, some nights I go to bed and I think something's going to happen and I wake up and I'm like, that's not quite what I was expecting. But this is a long way off what I was expecting to happen today. Yeah, the defense has rested. Everybody. Matt Hawk's like, yeah, man, she's cute. Now, let me just backtrack a little bit. The defense does not have to put on a defense. But I'm still pissed. I'm still pissed. She can't be judged for not putting on a defense. I'm still pissed. I'm allowed to be pissed. How, everybody? What a shocker. I seriously thought the defense was going to call witnesses. Well, we get to see things that the jury doesn't see. And guys, didn't you see them saying outside the presence of the jury, we have witnesses? They did. They said it. They didn't say it in front of the jury. They didn't promise the jury that there'd be witnesses, but they did say they had witnesses. They had a witness list. Yeah. One of the witnesses was going to be their own digital forensics expert. And so yesterday, at the end of the day, when they started alluding to the fact that Eric sent those gifts, and I'm going to have such a rant about this today, get ready. I thought, well, doesn't matter if they can't bring those in via O'Driscoll because they have their own forensic expert. They could bring in that evidence via their own forensic expert. And then they went and arrested. So, fuck you, Catherine Nestor. We don't get to hear about that because you rested. Pissed. Yeah. GIFs, GIFS. I am not a graphic designer. Hi, everybody. Hey, ATS News. Hey, Googie. How's it going, mate? Does this mean that you're not going now, Googie? Because you've got your trial tourist hoodie and everything. They tried to tie the gifts to the mansion. Well, I get why they tried to tie the gifts to the mansion, because the Kostradimos, the forensic expert from the state, said that the mansion pic and the 39 gifts that all loaded up at the exact same time on her phone. So I get why they would try to tie them all together, but it was coming in through the wrong witness, because that witness can't talk about technicalities like that. If they were going to talk about it, they should have talked about it with the forensic expert, or if not the state's forensic expert, with their own forensic expert. But hey, they can't do that now because they have rested. Yeah. I want to be a graphic designer. I don't teach graphic design. I teach graphic design. Yeah. I have my trial tourist sweatshirt. I'm going to go on Monday. Oh, please go for the closing arguments. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Oh, don't you know about this, Quint? They rested. Yeah. Hey, Jackie. They tried to ask him, but the state objected. Yeah, the state objected. Yeah. Okay, let's get into this, guys. We have a lot to cover. Good to see you all here. Please hit the like button, and I know you're all subscribed because you have to be chatting. If you're not chatting and you're not subscribed, then please subscribe so you can chat. Okay, bring Dali in. Hey.
Hi.
Oh, hi. How's it going?
Wonderful. How are you?
Good. So you're not mad like me?
No, you're always mad though, so.
Well, I'm not always bad. Sometimes I'm in a great mood. Really. You misrepresent facts.
I don't think so, Tim.
You do. You do. Okay. So yeah, don't be a narcissist. Support an Aussie today. Become a member. Buy me a coffee. Hit the like. Whatever you want to do. Support the channel. That would be fantastic. All right. Let's get into this. I can't believe this trial is nearly over now. I don't think people are saying that the jury's just going to take like 5 minutes. I don't think so.
No.
There are 5 charges. I think it's 5. And I don't think it's going to be as simple as some people are saying. P.S. I've been going into a lot of different chats.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I have. And if you've been hanging out in just maybe one chat or two, you might think that this is really clear cut. But if you have been going around and viewing a lot of different people's opinions, which I have, you'll see that no, it's not that clear cut. There are a lot of different points of view out there. Some people, and I mean, some people really think that there's a lot of reasonable doubt. And then there are some people who are just like, nah, guilty. And that's fine. But that means that when you get a cross-section of society together in a room, and that's the jury, and they've only been listening to the evidence presented, not the arguments of the lawyers, and definitely nothing prior to the testimony presented in court, you have no idea what they're going to come back with. So I don't think it's going to be that simple. We'll see, though. You never know. We have DB Deebs with the 10 excited utterance memberships. That's so cool of you.
Wow.
Cute, being generous today.
Throwing that
Good
money
food.
around.
Throwing the cash around, Deeps. On you, mate. So nice of you.
You finally
Very
got it
sweet.
back.
And you're welcome to pop on whenever you want, mate. You have a chat. You can have a link. And Jackie with the 5 excited utterance memberships. Also, you are so generous, love. We love you here. Thank you for all your support always. We very much appreciate you. I also think it will take several days for a verdict, Ruth Ann. Yes, the charges are quite different to one another, and if you look at the law and the instructions to the jury will make this very clear. They'll be quite convoluted, I expect, and the jury, being lay people, will need to understand them in detail. They will need to go through each aspect of these Utah laws and make sure that every section of those are perfectly addressed. So yeah, I think it will take some time. Cool. Okay, let's get into it. I want to start with yesterday. Was Laura in there? No, not today, I believe. Was she, guys?
Not that I saw.
No, actually, that's a really good question, because I don't think she was planning on getting there till the end, and the end has come much quicker than we thought. Right?
Lauren,
So I reckon she's heading there right now. Like on this weekend, she's going to be, because she's going to be wanting to get those jurors. So she's going to have her net out. Yeah, her claws. She's going to be sharpening them, getting her sweets.
TSA approved dog carrier for Grayson, and she's going to be heading there.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
Yep. She's going to have all her bag of tricks out to get those jurors, and as quickly as possible. Hey, Moments, how's it going? And yeah, Monday's going to be packed. Yeah, I reckon she'll be there all next week. Yeah. Okay, sweet. Let's get into it. Okay. Let's go. So yesterday was very interesting. Slow going, but interesting. And yeah, I was getting fiery. And because it was slow going, this is good because it means we get to just like pop through it, the most interesting bits. Well, what I thought were the most interesting bits.
Nobody's talked to you about what we're going to go over? No. All right. I just have a few questions for you about your probation that you've been on since May of 2023, when you were released after all of your interviews with Detectives O'Driscoll and Detective Maynard, okay?
When I was released from Wasatch County?
Yes.
I would love to know
Wasatch
ATS.
County Jail, and then you were placed on probation.
Yes.
Okay.
Commander, yes.
All right. All right, so when you were released, and this is, I think we've already talked about, but just for some background, your probation was transferred to Summit County, right?
Yes,
And Detective Maynard became your probation officer.
correct.
And you said that you texted him every day while on probation,
Yeah, sometimes I'd forget a couple days.
but every day from then, like through today?
Yes.
Did you text him about everything about your probation, like your work hours and
Yes.
everything was through text?
Sometimes phone calls, but yeah, he had my work schedule through text, mostly texts.
Okay, and would those texts be available either on your phone or on his, do you know?
They should be, yes.
All right. Now, when you were when you were released and you went on probation, you signed a paper acknowledging what your conditions on release would be, correct?
Yes.
Oh,
And that, well, actually, Katie, can you pull up Defense Exhibit
really?
3014?
Hang on, I'm going to pause and we'll talk about this. Michelle says, Josh, aka Nanya, have been in several chats. Heart Me Out and Grizzly True Crime last night and the night before. Really? And has he been like saying, I'm Josh, and like giving information out and stuff? That is very interesting.
So did
I
he turn down Lauren's sexual advances?
She'd be so pissed. He's mine. Josh's man. Him man, yeah. Wow.
Gray Bay to go over there and give him a handy, and guess that didn't work.
She needs to do it
What
herself.
is with me today? I'm sorry.
What?
I'm in a weird mood. Weirder
This-
than normal.
This is quite normal. What are you talking about? You're trying to pass this off as not being your usual self? Would Grayson allow it? I've never heard of hot me out or heart me out or hear me out. Hear me out, right? I've never heard of this before, but geez, that'll piss them off. I need to ask, did Grizzly or Hear Me Out like try to get in contact with Nanya / Josh? Like, did they buy it? What's this? Hear Me Out invited him to come on the show, and he said he might be able to later down the road, but he may be recalled, so he could not do it. I was in both chats when it happened. Oh wow, Michelle. Interesting. I'm becoming less convinced it's him. Talk slower, she's Australian.
Were they salivating at the mouth like Lauren? Yeah, I imagine so, although that could be the rabies, but I think that's Grayson.
All right. So this part with Carmen, she's recalled for a couple of reasons. Firstly, it's because there was a motion for mistrial because of the fact that she should have been able to be impeached. There was some violation of her probation conditions, which are being spoken about at the moment. Also because the state wants to talk to her about some prior consistent statements. So some things that she said in her interviews or things that she said that do line up with her testimony, and they were said to have been made up by the cops, like planted in her head, but apparently she did remember them correctly. So I do want to say that I was watching some of the chats when this was playing, and a lot of people were missing the point a bit about this. Oh, well, she had a drink, who cares? And that's not why it matters. It matters because she was willing to lie to a judge. She was willing to falsify documents in order to make things better for herself, and that goes to her credibility. And so she should have been able to be cross-examined on that back when she was first there. So it's not so much about her having a drink. That's not why anybody cares. It's about her credibility. So let's just watch.
For the witness. Can you see that?
She won't just go.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
And do you recognize that as your conditions of probation that you signed and agreed to?
Yes.
Your Honor, could we I'd move to admit 3014 and publish it?
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
These are being admitted to show what Ms. Lauber understood, correct, Ms. Lewis?
Right,
Okay.
correct.
Overruled. 3014 is admitted for the purpose of showing Ms. Lauber's understanding.
Okay, and you signed that paper agreeing you would follow those conditions. Is that true?
Correct.
Do you want me to publish these?
Oh, yes, I said that, sorry. But since May of 23, I mean, you violated these conditions, true?
I don't recall what you mean by that.
Have you violated any of the conditions that you agreed to since you signed that paper?
Which one did you know?
You haven't violated any conditions?
Hey, Grammy Cheryl, how are you go?
The weapon one? Is that
I'm
what
sorry,
you're talking
what?
about? The weapon one? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm asking you. Did you violate the weapons condition?
If there was a weapon found in my room when they raided it, yes. Is that what you're meaning?
Was there a weapon found after you signed these conditions?
Yes.
So you violated that condition.
Yes.
All right. You also violated the alcohol condition, correct?
I thought this was
If you're talking
apparent.
about where I went to a concert?
That's correct. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Okay,
All right.
Hmm.
So, and that was in,
this is really interesting that she was actually seen with the alcohol, because I was wondering about how they managed to work out that she violated the alcohol condition when she wasn't being tested. Remember how we were wondering about this when the motion for mistrial came up? And you and I made a giant deal about the fact that she wasn't being tested. She wasn't being tested by the drug courts anymore since she was cooperating with the state. And now we know why. Now we know why. Because actually she was seen by one of the officers at this concert.
Was it a Coldplay concert?
Yeah, she was put up on the big screen, and she had the drinks, and she was like,
Yeah, Photoshop her image on that guy.
yeah, she's holding the drinks and the snacks for her friends, and then what's his name? Is it Liam Gallagher? Is that who it was? He goes, either she's on probation or she's having an affair.
November.
The Jumbotron.
Like a Dumbotron.
I can't believe that's still a thing.
Hey, I've been
of
on one once or
2023,
twice.
correct?
I'm not sure. The day of the concert, I went with a bunch of friends.
Okay. Could we just show the witness defense exhibit 3010? And actually, you violated in October of 2023. Is that correct?
Oh, hello, Carolyn. Bridget, I need to break your heart. There aren't koalas everywhere here. I've never seen one just getting about.
Okay. I'm sorry. So October of 2023, you violated your alcohol condition, true?
I went there with a bunch of friends, and my buddy who bought me the ticket, I asked him if I could pay him back. He said, no, you could just buy the drinks and snacks.
All right. And you drank the drinks also?
No, I did not.
Well, so you were seen at the concert by a detective from the Summit County Police Force,
With
correct?
buying them, yes, correct.
And you had alcohol in your hand, correct?
Correct.
And afterwards, he contacted you, correct?
Maynard did, I believe. I don't
Okay.
think-
It was
I don't think-
Detective Maynard contacted you,
Yeah, I don't think this detective did.
and you admitted to him that you drank the alcohol,
I
correct?
told him I was there with it, yes.
You said you
No.
consumed it.
No, I did not. I don't recall him. I consumed it. No, I bought the snacks and beverages for.
Would you look at what's in front of? Actually, Your Honor, can we just publish this now? And then to admit for
Objection, Your Honor.
Norman, just admit it.
I think
Not-
hearsay.
Here's that.
Sustained.
All right, I want you to take a look with the line that is.
And read it.
Thank you, highlighted. I was going to count it, but the line that is highlighted.
Yes, I see it.
And what does that? Does that refresh your recollection as to what you told Detective Maynard?
No, I don't recall, but
Oh,
it's there. I guess so.
All right, so you did tell Detective Maynard you actually drank alcohol, correct?
I don't recall, but if it's there, I guess so.
Okay, so if Detective Maynard said that you admitted that to him, that's true.
Yes, the chief. Yeah,
All right.
he said it. Yes.
And in fact, you also violated your curfew too, correct? You had a curfew, isn't that true? Let me back up. You had a curfew, correct?
Yes.
You had to be home every night by 9 p.m.
Yes.
And you violated that also when you went to the concert, correct?
I don't recall if I stayed the whole concert. I did not stay the whole.
See, here's the problem, right? Now she's just lied on the stand as well, and it's been proven right there. Like, she's being evasive on the stand. It's right there in front of her, and it's really clear that she's not being honest when questioned about something that is right there. So this looks really, really bad for Carmen's credibility. Just say it. It's not that big of a deal. It wouldn't be that big of a deal if she were to just go, yeah, he saw me there and I admitted that I drank the alcohol. Now, I don't really recall exactly what happened at the time, but can I read it, please? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes, I remember it now. But it's making her look like a liar. It's exactly what the defense wants.
Also, I left early.
So
I was home at 9 o'clock. Probably not exactly at 9.
Her
So
credibility
you're
went
not,
out the
you don't
door.
admit
Yeah.
that you violated your curfew.
Yes, I do.
You did violate your curfew.
Yes, but I said I did not stay the whole concert.
Okay.
She,
So the reason that
she
you
might not
were
remember Ruth Ann, but
discovered in violation.
she's being very evasive about it. Can you agree with that though? Like that she's being so evasive when being asked these questions, and
Maybe she was blacked out.
yeah. So, and this is a lot rides on her testimony, a lot. She admitted to the weapon violation, but not drinking in curfew. That doesn't make sense. Yes, and that's right. It's like, well, I think maybe the weapon violation was just so clear. But the weapon violation was the day that she got raided. Whereas this is a bit afterwards, and it was after she made the deal to cooperate.
Mm.
So after she made the deal to cooperate, she was holding hands with the state, and she was, okay, now I'm a good girl. Now I am helping you to find justice for Eric. I feel really bad about what's happened, and I'm going to do everything I can to do the right thing, come to court, tell the truth. And that's been the story that's been stuck to all along. And now she's had to come back to court. And if all the rules have been followed correctly, she shouldn't have spoken to anybody about her testimony between the last time she's come to court and now. So this is all a surprise to her. She hasn't been prepped for this. Yeah. So she would have been prepped for the weapon stuff, but not for this. Yeah, she only had to admit it. Now she's a proven liar. Exactly. Agree, she sounds like she's being evasive, and that's not, yeah, it's just not helpful. And if you really want Kouri to be convicted, if you really want this witness to stand as a very credible source of information against Kouri, then this is not what you want to hear from Carmen. Okay, anyway, let's move on. I found this interesting. The fact that when they raided her house, she had Eric's obituary in the middle of her mirror. And I mean, you can look at this a couple of different ways. Like, you could look at it as that she felt sad about Eric. You can look at it as she felt some sort of guilt around Eric's death. But there was definite awareness of this person losing his life and the connection to her. So I don't know. How do people feel about the fact that she had this, as Bloodworth said, smack bang in the middle of her mirror there? Michelle, or it's a trophy. I don't know. I mean, yeah, she knew him. And yeah, the state made a point of bringing this up, or having their witness testify to it. Yeah. It's very odd. I mean, she felt guilty. I think she feels a bit guilty about it. She felt guilty. I think she was trying to use it to help us stay clean. Maybe there were other things around it, and I've zoomed in on this. There were like motivational quotes and things like that. Yeah. It's next to a Holy Catholic card. Yeah. Okay, move on. All right, so we got to see more of the Carmen interrogation, and the state wanted to bring in more of it to show context, because when the defense was cross-examining Carmen, they showed just a little snippet of it, and it was really bad for the state, because it showed just, I think it was Maynard saying to her that we need evidence from you to convict Kouri Richins of murder. So we're going to see a little bit more, and I'm not sure if it really helped the state that much. But we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
In my own life, I do know.
What I'm
But
getting at,
no, whether it was intentionally, whether he had a bad problem, or whether he was hurt, I don't know.
Mhm.
But either way, if it was done purposely, he didn't deserve that.
I
But
totally
I
agree.
don't know that for sure because I don't know the personal situation.
Totally agreed.
So I would never do that ever to anybody.
I'm saying that we're gonna need you to really settle down and maybe even take
I
a
mean,
pad and paper
Even if I get
and try to
out
write out
tomorrow,
some
whatever, if we
details.
meet again, I can go
Well,
through
we're gonna talk
whatever.
about that too.
If I need to go through whatever I need to go through and figure it out.
But you know what I'm saying, these details that you're giving us are kind of hazy.
That's because
And
it's to me.
And it's common for people to try to kind of minimize their own involvement, but we're not interested in smacking you with this. But this, at the end of the day, it was the reason we're here. This is a
Like, I don't know if I
this
should
is a
reach out to
homicide
Susan Kohler and say, hey, do you know about approximately the time when I got those pills from you? I don't know if she's going to.
Probably not a good idea. But I'm just saying, we're gonna need you to kind of settle down and think about details and timelines. Because we understand that you weren't a part of, conspiring with
Yeah.
Kouri. But the details about everything we've been talking about are gonna be important.
Right.
The homicide investigation.
Oh, that's not good word.
Yeah, it is.
That is.
It's something that like none of us are used to, right? We don't do it that often. It's pretty crazy for us to,
Interesting metaphor.
not just you to think about, like, it's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
So, right now, we're in a good place to where we've got the information that we were hoping you had and needed from you, right? But there's a difference between us knowing and understanding what happened and us being able to present that to prosecutors.
Hang on. How do you know and understand what happened? You weren't there.
Well, they're detectives, so they assume they do.
Present it to a courtroom, who have to present it to a jury, right? That has to be way more detailed down the line the further it gets into the system and the process.
Right.
Okay, so that's what we need your help with at this point, is nailing down all those
He's got
details.
Longley.
And like Eric said, if that means we have you fill out something in writing and, oh shoot, that's not how it happened, scratched out, rewrite it, whatever you need to do, right? Write down something as far as you remember it right now, and then we can work on the details as we continue to talk about it, as we check phone records, as we, do all of our part, our side to corroborate what you're saying, right? And I think a good starting point for that is a written statement. For you to sit down and write out what you told us in the best order that you can remember.
I'm gonna say right now, everything I just told you, I probably won't remember what order I just told you in.
It's okay, and that's fine, because you know what, we want to make sure we get the right story.
The right
So
story.
the way you're remembering it is all you can give us. You can't make something up that you don't remember, right?
Right.
So just tell us. what
That's
you
why
remember.
I can't.
You can't make something up until we told you. I find this just really difficult to digest, and I don't think that it helps the state at all. I think it makes it worse.
Yeah.
But that's me just not trusting the cops at all, especially considering what they're doing here. And that is taking a woman who they are telling has a lot of time in front of her unless she does exactly what they say, and asking her to write down a bunch of information she can't remember and put it in some order that is going to convict somebody else. It just, to me, this is not helpful to the state at all.
Remember
Even if it's like, I remember it was cold outside, I remember there was.
Like I said, I remember there was, because it was very light snow, like I said. It wasn't something that I had to wear boots in or anything.
When does the time change now? When did we go? March?
Or April.
Is it March 15th?
Yeah.
So,
It was dark, because I had to pull, because I didn't even know where this house was. So I had to use
so
Google
what
Maps.
time of the day was it? I mean, if it was dark.
It was towards the
5:30.
evening.
So afternoonish evening,
No. It was darker because I had to use the light on the car.
To light the fire pit or.
Court's off tomorrow
So I had to pull
morning,
into the
Monday.
driveway and pull the light onto the fire pit, like. so-
gotcha.
Okay, let's say this is the house, and if I'm coming that way, and I know I turned right, came down the street, it was right there, and I pulled into the driveway of the flat, and there was just it wasn't a big fire pit, like, it was a tiny fire pit, it wasn't like, probably, you know those white cinder blocks, not cinder blocks, but the white flat rocks that people throw?
Yeah.
It wasn't big, it wasn't a big deep one,
A shallow one.
real, yeah. Like, I wanna say there was like maybe 2 or 3 on top, and that was it, it wasn't even a complete one.
And what was the money packaged in? Didn't just leave it loose? Did it have a rubber band around it? Was it in a bag? Envelope?
Everything is, I want to say it's this, I want to say it's that. She doesn't remember. She's got no freaking clue. She was off her face, clearly. Did you see, remember those photos of her and her friend in the car, like on her way to these drug deals and back? They were off their nut. Both of them. And like she says that she was the designated driver. Bullshit. Like, yeah, she was driving. Doesn't mean she wasn't off her face.
Yeah.
She was off her nut.
Well, we did actually get a photo from the concert.
Oh, really?
B just sent it to me. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Caught on the Jumbotron.
Oh, no.
Now that's nice. I love it.
Hate to violate your probation over that.
Oh, wouldn't you? I mean, this is the. I'm sure the cops didn't want to catch her, but when it was on the Jumbotron, what are you going to do?
You really had
Right?
to.
They wanted to give her a break. The snacks. Give me some love. I love chat.
Envelope marked with like a bank or just like
DB.
plain white envelope?
No, that was DB.
I know it was DB. DB's the best.
It didn't have nobody's name, didn't have nothing on it.
I mean, who gets salt and vinegar chips at a concert? I mean, if you have salt and vinegar chips, you must drink.
Makes you thirsty.
It makes you thirsty. You're really doing yourself a disservice. If you're trying to stay sober, it's going to make you crave beer. Carmen, dear.
So
I have a question. Thinking about all your communications with Kouri.
Yeah, can we pause it for just one moment?
Sure. Use those if you approach.
We tried to ignore it, but once the Jumbotron is involved, our hands are tied. We worried about DV today after the defense let him down. He's in rare form. Yeah, the interview was a blow for the state. But I mean, they played it. And we just watched it a little bit more of it, which was even worse.
I have no idea.
Like,
You guys have all my phones right now.
Like, did you erase
I mean, that's what I was told.
that's why I asked you about them being deleted, because
I don't know,
you
look
can see on your
at I
phone.
mean, you guys.
Well, I think that's a fair question, Carmen, and we're getting down to the brass tacks of this, and so I feel like we owe it to you to kind of start talking to you about what we do know.
Oh,
What we do know
now we owe it to you to start talking to you about what we do know. So let's do that, shall we?
is within a day or two after Eric dying, you got a new phone. Okay?
I think that's because that one died.
Possibly.
Yeah, it was because that one died. Well, so did Eric, actually, but yeah.
We also know that there are texts between you and Kouri that were deleted.
Oh.
I get it. I delete them too.
Oh,
Again,
I would
we're
too.
not looking to put new charges on you. But we're getting down to that area. We're going to need to be more open and honest with each other, because there's things that we're talking to you about that conflict with some evidence that we have to an extent. And again, I'm not here to beat you over the head with it. As a cooperating witness, that information is actually really good for you. And frankly, is now a good time to kind of talk to her about the conversation I had with Kay. So here's where it's at with McKay and your drug court, okay? They are.
Can you hear Nesta and whoever it is next to her whispering in the background? If you've got earbuds in, you'll hear it. Right. So whoever's in charge of audio is fucking up here because you can hear them. I just wish we need an audio tech to separate it out so we can hear what they're chitty chatting about.
They're looking for, and it's going to be upsetting, but let me finish. They're looking to pull your drug court deal and ask for 7 years on your 2 first. 5 years for the one felony, and then a 40% portion for the second for 7 years. The only exception to that, and the only thing that they're willing to kind of help you out with, is if you can help us out with this.
And by help, he means like, give us the details that will ensure Kouri gets convicted of murder.
Oh my God.
This is a serious case, and I'm not
That
trying
is
to.
way more of my.
I know, and listen,
Don't freak out, okay, because this is a long process.
and this is a good thing. And this is a good
Oh,
thing
it's the
for
good
you.
thing.
So there's one more consideration that McKay has. Do you need a minute?
No, go.
And this is kind of funny because,
It's not funny.
well, the second part is, it looks like you guys figured out how and when people were gonna test, looking at your text messages, you and Bon Savage.
We just know.
And that's fucking awesome. I wanna know how you did. Are you,
Oh, they want to know how she managed to get her around her drug tests.
Maybe she brought a fake penis in with urine to go drug test. They do that.
Do they?
Men do.
They bring a whole fake penis?
Oh yeah. They got all kinds of gizmos and contraptions and gadgets. Yeah,
Like-
because when
Like
you
it's detachable?
well, it's I guess kind of like a strap on in a way. I mean, because they watch you when you do a drug test,
Oh.
which is why a lot of people do get performance anxiety, and the judges don't usually believe that. And then you go up to the judge and be like, I have, I have a shy bladder, and they're like, I don't care. Not me. I watch a lot of court in the morning. Okay, the Wizomatic. Thank you, Moments in Trading. See,
Yeah. The Wizard. What? It's called the Wizomatic?
well, one of them. I'm sure you can get a knockoff on Alibaba, and yeah, it's got a very realistic type penis, and then you just go to the toilet. And you got the nurse there looking to make sure you got your dick out, and it's a real dick, but it looks real, so they can't really tell. And then they use the fake urine that they keep next to your body, so it's like body
Warm.
temp.
Yeah.
And then you kind of squirt some urine out, and you're good to go.
And
Bob's your uncle.
if you want to learn more about such things, Dali has court roulette every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern.
I mean, if you're just doing if you're just doing a normal drug test for like a store, I mean, you can just get like a condom of your friend's urine and tape it to your leg, which is what a coworker did. There's all kinds of ways.
And what do females do, or is that outside of your area of expertise?
I guess they can do a fake penis. It is 2026.
Well, I mean, it's not up to us to decide.
I don't
Is
want to
it?
assume their gender.
No.
Call them transphobic if they ask questions.
Yeah, but they could have maybe a bladder, or I don't know, because
Yeah.
they sit down. So I mean, how could anyone
True.
tell? Goodness me! I just asked my husband, and he said one was called a whizzer.
And according to my brother, whenever you fail a drug test, the standard line to use is to send it out to the lab because it'll buy you another week or two.
There you go. Join us on Dali's
He
channel.
failed a lot of drug tests.
Not gonna lie, many years ago, I faked a drug test to get a job. Nice. Now, and a serious comment. She should have had a lawyer in there with her. No shit. Everyone should always have a lawyer with them whenever they speak to cops, or just not talk to cops at all, ever. Very good point. I feel like Rayhome Macio, his testimony in the Idaho cases, the Daybell cases, he run rings around this lead detective who doesn't know any of the key dates in this case. It was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, when we got to him being questioned by the defense. So end of day 12. So I want to talk a bit about these gifts. I'm so pissed about these gifts, about them being brought into this trial at all. No, they're gifts, right? So they are a red herring. No one knows anything about how they were accessed, in what context. All we know is that they appeared in some way on Kouri Richins' phone on the 4th of March 2022 in the morning. That's it. That's all we know. One more thing we know is that a bunch of other images, 36 in fact, came up at the same time. The state put 3 of them on the screen as like a mic drop moment in the opening statement, but we don't know why. Well, we know what it looked like, but we don't know the context. And I don't think the state knows the context, and I don't think the defense knows the context either. So we're left wondering. And I feel like this is a stunt on behalf of the state, and the defense just tried a stunt as well yesterday afternoon. And I don't like it. Use real evidence. You should have a ton of real evidence. It's all smoke and mirrors. I don't like it. It just pisses me off when people just try to use things that they have no context around.
Getting close, I'm sorry. Thank you for your patience. Oh, okay. I want to talk about the, Lord, if they're GIFs or GIFs, I don't know, but GIFs that have come in, those pictures of the goofy pictures that they said that Kouri accessed the morning of the 4th, right?
I'm sorry, who's they?
All right, I'll be more specific.
Who's you people?
The GIFs, you saw them come up on the screen. They were like joke GIFs, right? That it was testified to that Kouri's phone accessed them all at the same time the morning of March 4th, the morning Eric died, right?
What I understand about the gifts is that there were, I think, 3 different ones, and that they were somehow accessed on Kouri's device. The technical jargon of the digital forensics is whatever Mr. Cochradimos testified to.
I'm with you.
Okay, sure. I'll read this and then we'll finish this topic. So, Moments in Trading says, Hella, women fill a condom with fake pee, insert it in the bidet, and use their fingernail to break it open. Thank you, We needed that. See, now we know that. We're never going to know about the gifts because no one knows. But we know that. Thank you. I love it. And I'll use that in future, I'm sure, maybe. Or not.
I'm sure.
That. So clearly, I would imagine, as the lead investigator, if you're investigating a potential homicide, Would it be important to you to look at the very last conversations that the decedent and the suspect had right before the death?
It could be part of it.
Did you do that?
I believe I did. I don't remember what the contents were, but
Katie, can you please pull up JO11? JO11? And this is only, yeah, okay. And make it a little bit bigger so that that Detective O'Driscoll can see it clearly.
Okay, so what she's doing is she's trying to make the jury think that Eric sent those gifts. I was going to say fucking gifs the day before he died. So now she's doing almost as bad of a thing as the state did in opening statements by planting an idea in the jury's head about where they came from when she doesn't know either. Can you imagine being in school as guys in your group projects?
I love that.
Well, that's why I put the poll up. Can you imagine letting this guy like walk your dog? Yeah. He just looks so mean. He's constantly got a scowl on his face. My dog doesn't like men with like beards and a scowl. She goes berserk, like she wants to like bite their face off.
Oh.
So I don't know. And unless she can like sense that the person's just really a dog person, then she'll be forgiving. But generally she doesn't like men, especially men with beards and stuff. So I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I don't like what the defense is doing here, and it made me think overnight. Okay, if the state has done this, if the state has misrepresented where these things have come from, or if they haven't checked that it came from Eric's phone, I'm so pissed at them. I'm already pissed at them about putting the gifts up in the first place because they didn't know where they came from. But if they came from Eric, it's so much worse. But it turns out neither the state or the defense know where the fuck they came from.
And take your time looking at this, and I'm going to ask you some questions about it. Do you recognize these texts? Keep going, Katie.
I recognize that they are from Eric's device, yeah.
All right, and they're between whom?
Eric Richins and Kouri Richins.
And what is the date, sir? Can you blow them up,
Sorry, I'll have to
please?
zoom in.
Sorry.
March 3rd, 2022.
So this is the day, literally, his last day on Earth. And it's the conversation he had with his wife, right?
That's what it looks like.
All right.
I have to look at all the timestamps to give
certainly,
accurate context for that. But
I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Certainly you reviewed this as part of your investigation.
probably. I'm not remembering them, but
Your Honor, this,
I have not looked at every single text message on Eric's phone and on Kouri's phone.
sure, but like the day he died would be in a kind of an important day to check out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you
Like
recall?
I said, that's where we got the information about the hunting guide in
Okay.
Mexico. So yeah, we were looking at that information.
So then, Your Honor, may I please admit this as Defense Exhibit 300? I don't even know what we're on yet.
High level
3010.
Yeah, he has the right to be in the courtroom the whole time.
Is it
It
10?
depends on the state, but yeah, usually the lead detective is able to sit at the prosecution table, and so the prosecutor can consult with him and ask questions. And then he also goes out to handle witnesses, instruct witnesses, and just kind of is the prosecutor's little bitch.
Stop it.
I mean, it looks like one.
3015. We're a little behind. Thank you, Miss Brittany. I appreciate that. We move to admit it.
Objection, foundation.
He doesn't have the right.
He's sleepy. Either that or he has pink eye.
I don't. That the judge said he did. DB. He said it yesterday that the the lead detective is allowed to be there for the entire trial. He even said something along the lines of, as the state's representative or something. Can't remember the exact words, but he said something like that. And yeah, it might differ for different states, but I expect in Utah that's the case because that's what he's doing.
Authenticity. I'm also looking at the
Johnny.
maybe approach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Can
a
we go to
great
the-
lead
Is
investigator.
this the first page, Kitty?
Okay, let's move on. So there's an objection. They do a sidebar, and it eventually goes to recess for the day. And everyone's wondering, what did the gifts come from Eric? That would be
Gifts.
bad. Cool. All right. And so today we find out, or not,
These particular text messages.
So we are actually not interested at all in what is being said, and we could do an instruction to that, excuse me, to that effect. What we are trying to get in with this exhibit is a photograph that was sent on the day before. Technically, Eric died on the 3rd, and that was sent the day before. That is connected to the gifs, whatever you say, that all got accessed the next morning at 8:30, which the state is making a big deal out of and mentioned in their opening and has called witnesses about it.
Provide a little more context. What is the photograph of and who is it sent by?
The photograph is sent by Eric to Kouri on the 3rd from when and there's been testimony that's come in that he was out there spreading.
Okay, so the reason she was trying to get the exhibit in, which turns out to be a text from the day before that is just the image of the Midway Mansion. It's not the gifts. The image, though, the reason she connects it to the gifts is because it's been connected before. It was connected during Kostradimos' testimony, and he is the state's digital expert. It was connected because they loaded up at the same time the next morning on Kouri's phone. Now, I'm curious as to whether they loaded up at the exact same time, and I mean down to the millisecond. So unless I've missed it, that has not come in to the record, like the exact timestamp. And that to me would make it more relevant, whether her phone loaded up not just the 3 gifts, but the 39, because he testified to that too, that there were 39, not 3, and the image of the mansion. So if they all loaded up at the same time on the morning after Eric passed on Kouri's phone, then and the mansion was sent by Eric, I see the connection. But I also see why they can't come in through this witness, because this is all technical testimony, and it should have come in through Kostradimos. It shouldn't be coming in through this guy. They didn't all load at the same time. Didn't Kostradimos say they did? Scott? The time stamps are on the exhibits. Do we even have an exhibit for the rest of the images? They were only spoken about. Yeah. Hella, yes, they all loaded at the exact same second. This was in testimony early on. So we've got Matt Hawk saying that, and we've got Scott saying they didn't. So I think we need to revisit Kostradimos' testimony on this one. So obviously we'll need to do this at another time. But what pisses me off the most is not so much that they've rested, but that they've brought this back up now rather than bringing it up during the state's forensic expert's testimony, and then rested and not brought in their own forensic digital expert. So we're all just left going, what? Because yeah, this obviously this was the wrong person to cross-examine this on. They can't bring this up through him. He's got no idea. He barely knows his ass from his elbow. We can just watch this.
Travel to make it look nice for the closing or whatever. And he sends her a picture of it while he's there, before he gets home that night. That is one of the pictures that is connected to the GIFs that were accessed, the orphan GIFs, the next morning at 8:40, as soon as the police leave. And they're trying to make it seem like Kouri was celebrating he died with these happy GIFs. And it's connected because that picture was, the implication that's being made is that those GIFs were being sent or accessed or sent by or to Kouri the morning Eric died, when actually the picture that was also accessed at the exact same time came from the day before. So it doesn't mean that. And that's what we're trying to explain to the jury. All I care about is the non-testimonial section of the interaction that shows he sent a picture on the 3rd, and that's one of these pictures that was accessed with these GIFs at the exact same time, and it was sent the day before. And that's all we're trying to do. We don't care about what's in the bubbles. We can black out what's in the bubbles. I don't care.
Why are you doing this through Detective O'Driscoll?
Why are you doing
Mr.
this?
Kotradimos?
Why?
I'm not sure Mr. O'Driscoll or Detective O'Driscoll has the ability to testify to any of what you just said.
Well, he testified that he reviewed Eric's communications the day before he died. He did testify to that.
Right, but this goes well beyond that and is far more technical.
All I'm asking him to do is say, did you see he sent her a picture the day before? The rest of it we'll do separately.
But that's not necessary foundation for the argument that you're trying to make. This is a technical metadata-based argument that I understand why.
I agree with him. He's right. It's the wrong person to bring this through. Now, someone said in chat that they do bring in the timestamps here. I didn't see it. So does it actually come up on the screen? Someone wants to send me a timestamp for that. Please do. It is a hard G. It is GIF. Hey, old line red. How's it going? Someone tell me where that came up, because I have scrolled through the day, but I've only been up for an hour or two. Meh. 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 Wasn't the timestamps in Discord? Oh, are they? See, this is why I love Discord. Let me see. Let me see, people. Oh, we can just keep playing this while I have a look.
No, I'm not suggesting it's not. I'm just not sure it's this witness.
I'm not going to ask him about any of the metadata. I'm going to say, did you look at Eric's phone the day before? Did he send this picture to Kouri? That's all I'm asking. Nothing fancy, nothing technical. He said he reviewed Eric's phone, that he looked at his communications. And we can even take out the metadata and just show the picture. That's all I
Without the
care
metadata,
about.
the picture is not relevant.
Well,
You need the date and time.
We have that. No. We do need the date and time, but I'm talking about the, I thought there was more information on the bottom of those things. And we
Why
can
are
take
we
that.
doing this through Detective O'Driscoll rather than through another witness that can testify regarding the relationship between the file path for the GIFs and the file path for this photograph?
Because he reviewed it and saw it. I mean, I think he can testify to it.
Okay.
You
I
can't
think I can
testify
find
to
it.
any of the technical relationship that you're asking for.
Correct. And we're not asking for that. That's all we're asking him, is to say that the picture was sent the 3rd. That's all I need him to say. And he knows that because he reviewed it. So he's capable.
He knows what he saw. How does
Right.
he know that the picture was sent the day before?
All right.
Because it's on the face of it.
But then it's coming in for the truth, right? And so
But that's not testimonial evidence.
I agree. So if it's not testimonial and it's on the face of the text message, what difference does it make that Jeff O'Driscoll reviewed it? I'm not suggesting you can't get the evidence in. I just don't understand why it's coming in through this.
Okay, I got it.
This is the witness we would like to bring it in through.
Oh yeah, because we want to bring it in through him. All right, guys. Thank you. I found it. It looks like Scott put it onto our Discord, so I now have a timestamp. It was on Court TV. I had a different feed, so looks like I can do this.
To 340, which has been admitted, and pull up some additional gifts that were accessed at that same time. If we could pull those up, please.
Sure. There you go.
Okay, so there's the picture on the
Wait,
bottom.
wait.
Left.
I'm just going to change view so you can see what's going on, guys. I've lost my junior executive producer, but it's fine. I don't need him. All right. Sweet.
Hand corner of the Midway Mansion house, right?
Yes.
And that one was accessed at 10:42 a.m. the morning of the 4th.
Yes.
And the one with the champagne is also that exact same time.
Yes.
And the one with the farmer is that exact same time.
Yes.
And we know for sure that the one on the bottom left was sent the day before. Because we just looked at that, right? And you refreshed your recollection.
Yeah, I don't know if the part of the extraction that we're looking at right now is saying that that's where that came from. I don't know if that's the same file path, but that photo is the same.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, we can take that down now. All right. I also want to talk to you about, sorry, startle me. I also want to talk to you about the Google searches.
Wait. Okay,
testified about here.
I missed context. I might need to go back. So these were accessed on her phone at 10:42 a.m. the morning after Eric died, or the morning after Eric died. We don't, but do we know that they came from Eric? How do we know they came from Eric, Scott?
Yes.
House, pull those up. We could go back to 340, which has been admitted, and pull up some additional.
Let's just go back a bit.
Your Honor, the photo's still up on my screen and the witness is
My apologies.
staring at it.
Sorry.
The house
Is it the same photo, sir?
Okay. So the house pic was on Eric's phone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So how do we know about these other ones? And do we ever get to see the 3 gifts or the PNGs?
3
of the
gifs?
That we just saw that was enlarged. You're asking if that's the same as the one in the text message?
Does it match the one that we just put on the screen for the jurors that came with all those other pictures that morning?
Yes.
Thank you. That's all I have. Done with that. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not. Can I have just 1 minute?
No. Okay, so we're going to go back. I think I need to hear that.
And this photograph, if you could blow that up. Maybe blow.
Okay. The witness can now see what you're referring to, Ms. Nestor.
Thank you, Your Honor. And can you go down just one more and maybe blow that up a little, that photo? Does this refresh your recollection, these communications of Eric's and Kouri's the day he died?
These are time-stamped March 3rd. That's not the day he died, but the day before he died.
Totally correct, because he died in, we think, the early morning hours of the 4th, right?
Yeah, he was pronounced deceased on the 4th.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Sorry, objection. Foundation is to the meaning of died, right? He was pronounced dead.
But I think the witness and the questioning lawyer have a common understanding here. Overruled.
Thank you, Your Honor. Okay, so were these included in what you reviewed in the communications between Eric and Kouri on the 3rd of March?
Yes.
All right. And this photograph, if you could blow that up.
Your Honor, objection. His recollection has been refreshed. I think the exhibit can now be set aside.
I'm not publishing it. I've just got one more question about the photo and then I'm done.
Duh.
He's like, stop it.
I'll take it down and ask your question. If we need to refresh again, you can.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Wait, did you tell me I could ask the question?
Yeah, I took the photo down. Ask whatever you're about to
Yes,
ask.
yes.
Okay.
Does the photo that you just refreshed your recollection with match the same photo that we just saw in 340? That was the corner of the Midway Mansion.
Your Honor, the photo's still up on my screen and the witness is
My apologies.
staring at it.
Sorry. Is it the same photo, sir?
This one that we just saw that was enlarged, you're asking if that's the same as.
Why is this a photo of the
Does it
prosecutor in a
match the
speedo?
one that we just put on the screen for the jurors that came with all those other pictures that morning?
Yes.
Thank you. That's all I have. I'm done with that. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not. Can I have just one
Oh,
moment, Your
Jesus
Honor?
Christ, woman. This is why her husband never asked her where she wants to go for dinner.
Okay. One more step. If we could go back to 340, which has been admitted, and pull up some additional gifts that were accessed at that same time. If we could pull those up, please.
Sure. There you go.
Okay, so there's the picture on the bottom left-hand corner of the Midway Mansion house, right?
Yes.
And that one was accessed at 10:42 a.m. the morning of the 4th.
Yes.
And the one with the champagne is also that exact same time.
Yes.
And the one with the farmer is that exact same time.
Yes.
And we know for sure that the one on the bottom left was sent the day before. Because we just looked at that, right? And you refreshed your recollection.
Yeah, I don't know if the part of the extraction that we're looking at right now is saying that that's where that came from. I don't know if that's the same file path, but that photo is the same.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, we can take that down now. All right. I also want to talk to you about, sorry, startle me. I also want to talk to you about the Google searches that were testified about here that were on Ms. Richins' phone or computer.
Okay. So I don't know if I just didn't go back far enough, but I don't see where it said that Eric sent any of that. So was it Scott that you said that Eric sent the one of the mansion? So how do we know that Eric sent the one of the mansion? That's all. I don't know how, because Costa Demos said that they were ghost images, as in there's no data there to show where they came from, like whether she sent them or someone sent them to her, that they were just part of the MMS or SMS data dump, basically, and they had timestamps associated with them. So how do we know that they actually came, or any of them? Because Eric didn't delete on his phone. Thank you. Kouri deleted on hers. Eric didn't delete on his. So we do know that the one of the mansion came from Eric. Thank you. Okay. So what we do know is that the one on the mansion came from Eric, and Kouri's phone accessed all of these other images, including that one, at exactly the same time on March 4th. So I suppose what we're lacking here is an expert to talk about why or how a phone may access a bunch of images at once that are disconnected in some way, because he sent that, I expect, in a text message, and yet there's all these other images that are being loaded up on the phone at once. So why or how would that happen? And how come we don't know why that's happening? Like we need someone from like Apple to talk about that, or yeah, someone with a lot more information about that. So yeah, caches are weird. Or the phone-generated thumbnails. Or the phone-generated thumbnails at the same time. That's a really good point, Johnny Osprey. Yes, because they are just thumbnails. They're not GIFs, right? So GIFs are things that are much bigger files because they've got a bunch of little images that make the animation work. Whereas we don't have that. We only have one image, a little PNG file that shows us what the GIF looked like. So yeah, the teeny little PNG. So therefore, maybe the phone did its data dump at that one moment in time, 11:42 a.m. Are we just now getting this? And see, this is why it pisses me off so much that we're even talking about it, because we don't fucking know. And the state decided to put those three up in the opening statements to make everyone talk about it. And it's goddamn irrelevant because there are a bunch of other images that are potentially just as relevant. If those three are relevant, then the rest of the images are relevant too. But the state decided those three were relevant. I mean, she's toast anyway. Why do you think it really matters? Oh, you don't think it matters? Yeah. It matters to me because it's a shit thing to do, to put three images up on in the opening statements that they have no goddamn clue where they came from, where they went, if she had any malicious thought or intent regarding those three images. Okay, I'm sorry to go on about it. I'm just so pissed about it. Was a dirty trick.
Yeah.
It was a dirty trick. It annoys me. It annoys me. It's like you should have a really good case. You should have so much to present. Why do that? Okay, so go back to where I was. And then this happened. Hang on. Let's make it so that they don't get nasty black lines all over the place. Because you know me, I like things to look nice. And Dali's avatar,
Yeah.
it's not Jesus.
No.
Oh, you did change it, didn't you? Oh, no! Don't scare me like that. What are you doing, you weirdo?
I'm not weird. You're weird.
You are. Oh shit.
What? Oh. Baby.
Well, I didn't mean for that to happen. Okay, so then this happened. And when I woke up this morning and I found out that this had happened, I was just like, what the actual hell?
Your Honor, actually, at this time, the defense intends to arrest.
Well, yeah, you kind of missed them like arguing for a minute.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
I agree.
I just
The
want to make
lawyers
sure.
were arguing with each other.
Were they?
Yeah, the defense was. Yeah.
Oh, they were arguing with one another.
Yeah. Go back to when the judge says to go and put on the evidence like 30 seconds to a minute.
Okay, sure.
Me just to tell the jury when they come back in that the state has rested.
Yeah, so that's fine.
Okay, will do. Ms. Lewis, Ms. Nestor, what's the plan?
Ready to go.
Who's defense counsel's first witness?
And then Ramos is in the cuck
Quick,
chair
Smith.
there.
Yeah.
We have a couple of options.
Understood.
What, they really hadn't decided? on?
2 weeks, probably, DB. A while.
You don't want to.
We already did that.
Your Honor, actually, at this time, the defense intends to rest.
We should probably do that in front of the jury, yes.
Right? I
Okay.
agree.
I just want to make sure you've consulted with your client about
Maybe
this.
it was theater.
Absolutely.
Is now an appropriate time to get a waiver of Ms. Richins' right to
Now I get why he asked whether or not they had consulted with their client, because it looks like they just made up their mind between themselves just then.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what do you want to do? I don't know. I thought we're going to call him. Oh, no, let's not
Yeah,
do
and the
that.
judge is just
I
like,
know.
what the F?
But
I mean, to his credit, he took it in stride. He didn't throw a little fit like some judges have.
that was so weird. I mean, I thought I wasn't going to be more shocked in this trial yet, but that was very strange. Jose
don't
Baez is a bit. We should convince Bob
Oh, God.
to watch the trial
Don't
hearings.
get Hella started on Shanna Gardner.
That's
Oh, God.
next.
She's the next one she'll defend and say he's innocent.
She is innocent.
Well, you don't really say Kouri is innocent, but
Look, okay, where I'm at with Kouri right
she
now
looked
is
innocent to me.
she doesn't look innocent. I give her the presumption of innocence, so therefore, sure, she's innocent. But I think for me, if I were on the jury right now, I couldn't find her guilty. There's too much reasonable doubt for me to say she's innocent. Is probably going a little bit far, because I just, yeah, I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of suspicion around her, but I just couldn't bring myself to convict her based on everything I heard at this point in time. But I'd need to sit around for the weekend and think about it, and go back over all the evidence that I've heard. But I just there's too much hanging for me right now. There's too many doubts hanging for me right now. And I did actually want to bring up something. There's a comment that I wanted to bring up. I've got it here, and I wanted to talk about it for a second. Someone gave him an overdose of fentanyl. She was the only one there, or her mother was there earlier. There's zero evidence of him having any sort of addiction. He didn't even have THC in autopsy. Okay, so hey, love always truth. How are you going, mate? So the first sentence that you said, someone gave him an overdose of fentanyl. Now, here's the reason I have doubt around that. His manner of death is undetermined. And in order for there to be a conviction of aggravated murder, someone has to be found guilty, or Kouri needs to be found guilty of knowingly and or intentionally having him ingest a poisonous substance. Now, because his manner of death is at the moment undetermined, that means that there doesn't have to be somebody found guilty of murdering him. It's not like that if it wasn't her, then who was it? Because it's not a homicide. It's undetermined. So he could have ingested it anyway. Now, your next part of your comment says that there's zero evidence of him having any sort of addiction. Well, it's not like the state has gone out of their way to find evidence of him having any sort of addiction. Now, the judge did not allow the defense to question the lead investigator about them looking to do a hair follicle test. Now, that's really important. Pardon?
I think the judge today was, I don't know about the hair follicle test specifically, but the judge was allowing the defense to go into how the investigation went how the investigation was conducted so they could impeach it. But then the prosecution and rebuttal could then get up there and say, these are all the things we did in our investigation. This is how thorough it was. And there would be some things that were previously not going to come in that would then come in. So it would be a gamble for the defense. I think he even called it high stakes poker at some point, basically.
Okay, but something like a hair follicle test would have been fantastic for the state because it would have proven that he had no opiates in his system, and that would have dated back a fair while, right? So it would have gone to help prove what you're saying, that there was no evidence of him having any sort of addiction. But at the moment, there is doubt that he could have been hiding an opiate addiction. Because who talks about that? If someone has an opiate addiction, they don't go around broadcasting it. And it could have been a source of shame for him. He did make a lot of visits to Mexico as well. So these are things that could be hanging in the jurors' minds. Now, I'm not trying to sully his reputation or anything like that. It's something that can happen to the best of us. I tend to believe that Kouri was messing about with drugs, and it's possible, I'm not saying it's likely, but it's possible and therefore reasonable to think that Eric could have been into opiates. And if it could be the fact that he was into opiates, he could have.
And men, apparently.
Pardon?
And men, apparently.
Stop. I'm being serious, right? So if he could have, then it's very possible, especially in 2022, even now, that he got a bad one at one point, and that one was not oxycodone, it was completely fentanyl. Because that happens too, that you get a pill that is not one of those M30s, it is 100% fentanyl. Because there was no oxycodone found in his system, it was only fentanyl. So that is a real reasonable doubt to me in my mind. And I'm not even going to weigh up all the rest of the evidence right now, because for me, that's enough of a reasonable doubt that he could have been into opiates and he could have gotten one that was not what he thought it was. And he could have taken it, and that could have taken his life. So, he didn't even have THC in his autopsy. He doesn't need to. Yeah. And so there doesn't need to be another person. It could have been an accident. Yeah. All right.
To testify on the record.
Yes, you can.
Okay. You've consulted with Ms. Richins about her, or advised Ms. Richins about her right to testify, correct?
At length.
Okay. Ms. Richins, may I ask you 2 direct questions?
And that's fine if that doesn't wash for you, Billie Jean. And I think it won't wash for a lot of jurors, because you think that the state has produced. Okay, so Billie Jean says, none of that washes for me. I think the state has produced enough circumstantial evidence. Defense did a poor job of painting him as an addict. Okay, so for me, I don't believe that. I don't believe in any painting him as an addict. For me, I don't think that there needs to be any painting him as an addict. And I wasn't really paying attention to their job of painting him as an addict. I just think it's a possibility that he could have been messing about with drugs, and I think she was messing around with drugs as well. It's possible. All it has to be is reasonably possible that he could have sought them out himself, and there's been nothing to show me that that's not possible. And if there is any chance that he could have sought out opiates, and we have heard that there was fentanyl at that time being swapped out for these oxycodone pills, he could have gotten one. So the fact of the matter is, this does not have to be a poisoning. It doesn't have to be that someone gave it to him. He could have ingested it himself. So that to me is doubt. And I get it that there's all this circumstantial evidence. The circumstantial evidence points to some of the other charges. So the fraud, the attempted murder is completely bunk as far as I'm concerned. They haven't put any effort into trying to prove that at all. But yeah, if you are convinced by the circumstantial evidence, cool. I think a lot of people will be. Yeah. I think the state really was relying on that rebuttal. Billie Jean says,
And the defense played them.
Yeah, well, that's an interesting point about strategy. Yeah, I just know that the defense spent the whole time trying to besmirch Eric's character. That will backfire, I think. At least it might. Yeah, it might. Yeah, that it might. Yeah. So, as I said, I've been hanging out in a lot of different chats, and I've heard a lot of different people's takes on this. And I'm trying to sort of condense for you some of the things that I've been hearing, and this is where I'm at. I can't get past the fact that there's this big reasonable doubt for me in that he could have ingested it himself. He could have gotten a tablet himself, and he could have ingested it himself. And there's no need to say who else could it be, because it doesn't have to have been a murder. That's a big one for me. Drug addicts leave trash. Well, that's a broad statement. Yeah.
Yes.
And by the way, on that, drug addicts leave trash. Yeah. Well, we have a PI who's been in the house doing whatever the hell he wants as well, destroying whatever he wants to. I forget that.
And that you have the right to testify at trial.
Yes, I do.
Are you following your attorney's advice and waiving your right to testify at trial?
Yes, I am.
I accept your waiver. I find it's knowing and voluntary.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Unlike when you decided to wear that blouse.
Anything further on the record, Ms. Lewis?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Bloodworth, how would you propose we proceed from here for the rest of the day?
Really, girl.
So let me backtrack.
Good decision.
On your earlier question. I think
Not wearing the blouse.
Rest in front of the jury.
Understood.
The defense can then rest in front of the jury. I think then for the rest of today, and I propose tomorrow, the court recess, and that we begin. The parties can work on jury instructions perhaps today or tomorrow, but then we instruct and close on Monday.
My face is not telegraphing any opinion one way or the other. I'm just waiting for a response.
I don't think we have a problem with that. I thought we were thinking it might make sense to get the jury instruction conference out of the way, and then.
I agree with you. May we do it tomorrow? Give the counsel, both sides, a chance to talk to each other about any additional instructions you think might be necessary, narrow any differences or discuss any differences you have regarding any of those, and we can have that conference tomorrow.
Yeah. Yes, that's fine.
Okay. So we'll talk about scheduling about that. Just want to make sure we're all comfortable with the jury being out in the wild
You
between
did
now
not.
and Monday morning. Yes?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You bought the yellow car?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? The one you showed me?
Yeah.
The one you said, will you think less of me if I buy this yellow car?
And then I realized I didn't care what you think of me, so I bought it.
And I said, absolutely yes, I'll think less of you.
Yeah, and then I said, "Is there any car I could buy that you wouldn't think less of me?" And you said, "No, probably not." So I was like, "Okay, well, hey, I got a good deal on it, so that's all that matters."
Okay. All right. You can show people the yellow car in a minute. God, if you have no shame, which you don't. So.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
That's where
Are we
I'm
ready for
at,
the
Wonder
jury? Mr.
Kel.
Bloodworth?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Lewis?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, it's not a Cadillac all line red.
Oh, it's a Nissan Kick. What?
Nothing. He wants more fares. It's a Volvo. Volvo. Oh, Kouri. Oh, Kouri. Dear me. Also, that lady in the background, check her out. Look, she's about to serve some milkshakes.
Brings all the boys to the yard.
Oh, yeah.
Please have a seat as you come in.
Wait till you see her. This one. Check her out. Look. Wait. Look at her. She's like a meter maid.
Have a seat. Thank you.
There you go. Look. See this chick?
Mr. Bloodworth.
Your Honor, the state rests its case.
Very good. Ms. Lewis.
Your Honor, after consulting with our client, the defense rests.
Understood. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, there is some legal work that I need to do with counsel in this case to get from here to the next stage. Rather than use your time inefficiently with you in the courtroom, we're going to do the following. We're going to read.
The jury is like, yes. Yeah. Yes, we are so sick of all of you. We hate you. Hate you all. We hate you all. In fact, we might have quit Kouri now because we feel so indebted to the defense for not making us sit here for another 2 weeks. Thank you. Thank you. We like you now.
Recess for today. You will be on your own in the wild between now and 8:30 a.m. on Monday morning. I cannot emphasize this enough. Between now and 8:30 a.m. on Monday morning, please do not say anything about this case to anyone. I would understand if you had to tell somebody that you have to be back here at 8:30 a.m. on Monday morning. Other than that circumstance, please do not discuss this case with anyone. Do not allow anyone to attempt to talk to you about it. It will take affirmative effort and diligence. I need you to use that same affirmative effort and diligence to make sure you avoid watching, listening, or reading anything about this case from any source whatsoever. And please do not do any search, research, query, anything of any kind between now and 8:30 a.m. on Monday morning. Please travel safe. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you at 8:30 a.m. on Monday. Please rise for the jury. All right, folks, have a seat. May I propose the following? That council have an email exchange or a phone call, say 4 p.m.-ish today, about the state of the jury instructions and whether you think there need to be any additions or amendments. And then, to the extent there are, please send me an email or file something in the docket and let me know that you did. And then what time would you like to get together to talk about the instructions one by one tomorrow?
Will that be
Do you want to do
televised?
it a little later just so I have time to look at whatever happens?
I suggest late as possible.
Want to do it at 1?
Yes, sure.
Mr. Bloodworth?
Sure, sir.
All right. So you're all at least going to compare notes by the end of the day today. And if you file anything additional, you'll let me know by email. And I'll plan on being back on the record with you all 1 p.m. tomorrow. Mr. Bloodworth,
that's
anything
some
else
week.
today?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Lewis?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Richins, 1 p.m. tomorrow. The court is in recess. Thank you. All right.
1 p.m. chat. Now, hang on a minute. I wonder where that's going to be streamed. Mountain time is not God's time. Kouri was consistent in her telling of the events start to finish. I guess. Suppose. I was expecting to see her interrogation.
Did she have an interrogation?
I thought she did. I thought she actually came in and spoke to the cops.
Mm.
So I was expecting to see some of that. And
Way of that.
so, I mean, if she did, why would they not show that?
Because it doesn't help their case.
Yeah.
And the defense can't play it. The defense can't bring it in. So
Why couldn't the defense bring it in?
hearsay.
Oh, yeah, right.
I mean, it's bullshit, but yeah, it's hearsay.
Yeah.
Because if it makes Kouri look good, then that's self-serving.
That's true.
But if it makes her
Yeah.
look bad, then the state can use it.
I imagine they will steam it. Yes, maybe fry it. Yes. The prosecution and judge started acting a lot more desperate the last few days. The jury probably looks like they're leaning not guilty. The defense resting pretty much solidifies it. That's an interesting take, Matt Hawk. Yes, they have acted more desperate the last few days. And I mean, they can see the jury's demeanor as well. We can't. Love Always True says, you know what I mean when she said, we did this and then I just gave him a drink before bed, that always tells on themselves. If you grew up with it, you recognize it. Okay. Her text did not match her statements. Which text? Which text? Kouri was visibly sad all day today. I think she has been for the last few days, actually. She's been, I mean, she hasn't exactly been happy the whole trial. It's who would be happy sitting there listening to all of this terrible stuff about you?
She could also just be really tired.
Now we don't talk about that very much. People don't realize that, but when people are in jail and they go to their own trial, they are woken up at 3 a.m. or so, generally, to go from their watch house to then go get changed and go over to the courthouse and be ready in time for court.
For like 2-3 hours waiting
Yeah,
to shuttle over there. And
Yeah,
then
that's
they go
right.
until 5 o'clock, and they probably got to
Yep.
wait another hour or so. 6, probably get back to jail 7 or 8.
Yep.
Then they have to eat dinner, hopefully eat dinner.
Yep.
They don't
It's a
get settled in until like 9 or 10.
Yeah, so they are very long days. They start very early. So after a good week of that, they start to look really run down.
Really dead, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, she was starting to look the worse for wear after the first weekend, and that the pimples started to pop up and that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be stress. It could be somebody whacked her over the head because she stole their cornbread. Who knows?
It would be, and yeah, we don't think about these sorts of things very much, but it would be so uncomfortable to sit there and listen to person after person after person who you've known throughout your life get up there and just say these incredibly bad things about you, and you can't do anything about it. You can't say anything.
You have to keep your
And-
face straight,
and she
which
and her
isn't
and
good
her
at.
she can't, like, she's like
She's
me.
very
I can't.
emotive. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very emotive. Like, I can't stop myself from showing the way I feel all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's clearly like that. So, and then she doesn't have an A team of lawyers, so
She
it
doesn't
must
have
be very,
a moot court team of lawyers.
yeah, that also must be very frustrating.
Shame.
Yeah,
She had Sky.
she had Sky. This case would have been so interesting to watch if Sky Lazaro and her team had been arguing it. I feel very gypped not having
Seriously.
been able to watch it with Sky Lazaro arguing it. But anyway, you get what you get.
I mean, she probably would have been convicted anyways, but well, I mean, for instance, look at the Mark Jensen trial where he had Mark Albee in 2008. Poisoning case, kind of similar. That jury deliberation was 34 hours.
Correct.
And then you got the public defender for his retrial, and I think it was like 4 6 hours, maybe up to 8, no more than 8. So you get
6 hours.
6.
Yeah.
So no, you get the right lawyer, they can at least give you a fighting chance. I also have felt her expressions were genuine. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
I have too, but I've thought pretty much everyone's expressions were genuine throughout this. I don't think there's any acting going on.
Well,
But
maybe
I
when they
tend
arrested,
to,
but
but I tend to believe that people aren't good enough actors to be acting for all the time. Like, if you're sitting in a room like that for 8 hours a day and you're trying to put on an act, you'll slip, and a lot. So, and unless you're like Sean Connery doing method acting,
yeah.
you're not going to be
dang.
able to put on an act. You're going to be showing your real self. So, yeah. So therefore, if
Where
she's
are the
looking,
Americans?
if she's looking like she's sad, or if she's looking like she's angry, or if she's looking like, what the fuck are you talking about, then that's probably how she's really feeling. And if Nesta is looking like she's frustrated and annoyed, then she's probably frustrated and annoyed. Is it fair enough for her to be frustrated and annoyed? Well, who knows?
Didn't eat lunch.
Maybe she didn't eat lunch. But I mean, with the defense attorneys, they're not the best, but they have a fucking hard job to do. They do. That is a mountain of a job to do. Getting,
oh yeah,
defending her rights with the facts that they have in front of them, that's a hard job.
Yeah.
That is a hard job. I don't think anyone else said could be as bad as hearing your own lies read aloud, or that phone call where she said, O'Driscoll and those idiots, while he's on the stand across from you was, yeah. And well, I mean, she knew she was being recorded, right? Hello?
I think so.
Hey. It's so hard to get your head around how you can be recorded and know you're being recorded.
Yeah.
And say things that are it's like, can you not think ahead? Can you not possibly be aware that this is going to end up in a really awkward moment for you? But then, like, Laurie Hallis was on stream with us, and she was saying, but people get comfortable.
Oh yeah. I mean, just look at
Yeah.
Wade Wilson.
Oh yeah, Wade Wilson, but he was an
Jail-
idiot.
Well, yeah, his jail calls were some of the funniest I've ever seen.
That was so bad. But yeah, people start to just get bored. Yeah. And they get comfortable, and they start talking to people they know on the phone, because that's the only thing that makes them feel like in any way human again. And they just start talking, and then they go, and like Laurie Heller said, she goes in there with the recording and goes, you said this and you said that, and they go, no, I didn't. Press play. Yes, you did. Oh, right. Yeah, I did. Yeah, okay. Can you stop that now? Can you stop saying that shit? Yeah. Why didn't they ask him about his douchey text to the hot chick? Who?
Me?
Oh, Wade Wilson.
Oh.
He doesn't talk to any hot chicks besides me. Carolina says, oh my God, thank you so much for your sharing your adorable kitties with us. Oh, they are pretty adorable. Hello. Hello. The fact she didn't freak out that Fent was in her house, possibly with children, is a red flag to me. When did she find out there was fentanyl in her house? You mean after she found out that he had ingested it by the medical examiner? Because I don't think she ever found out that, like, she ever had a thought that there was fentanyl like lying around her house. Did she? Yeah. Hey, Ariel, but the circumstantial evidence should point to the actual crime rather than pointing to her being an overall shitty person. Yeah, see, that's kind of where I'm at with the circumstantial evidence. It points to her being money hungry. It points to her being deceptive, to her being a cheater, to her being really bad with finances. It points to a lot of different things, but it doesn't point to her getting the drug and putting it into her husband's drink. It could, but it doesn't definitively point to that. And the reason I say that is because she did a few things that point away from it. Like, why wouldn't she say, yeah, he's been messing around with drugs? Why would she be so clear to the police that no, he doesn't? And why would she be so confused about there being fentanyl? Like, why would she argue about it being COVID? Like, for me, it's like, oh, it's COVID.
I mean,
it was COVID. He had COVID. Yeah, COVID. Yeah, cool. COVID.
I mean, they're not a hospital in 2020 trying to boost their funding, but it does certainly raise. It's just throwing shit at the ceiling fan. But when the prosecutor has to prove reasonable doubt,
yeah. So, yeah, there's just a few bits in there that just don't align with someone trying to cover up poisoning. And like the behavior stuff about her hiding her face and all that, I just can't with that. Like, that stuff is like, I find it really hard to judge somebody when they've just lost someone. I can't be that person. Me, I'm not a body language reader. I don't want to be. Like, for me, I'm just like, no, sorry. People will grieve how they grieve. No, that's not me. Not me. I mean, unless she's like literally going, oh, he dead. And I know about the day after thing. but we have a clip which could have been completely taken out of context. So
Yeah.
I don't like it. When I saw
Not a
that,
good look. But
it was not a good look. I did not like it when I saw that video of her taking it. No, she took a shot, but she was like in the corner, like
down in
like
a
that,
corner.
while other people were taking a shot.
Yeah.
I did not like that. I thought it was a terrible look. Didn't like it. But yeah, that almost pushed me. But I don't know how their family does things. Yeah. The walk the dog letter, that's a really interesting question. What do I think about the walk the dog letter? I don't I think it's, people are going to hate me for this. I think it's a nothing burger. In fact, I think that it was a really dumb thing for her to write in a jail cell a year or something later, or not, 6 months after being arrested, and it made no sense. Like, I know some people are looking at it. I was in Bob's chat yesterday, and some people are looking at it like it actually is listing out what could have happened.
Did you know
I
he's
don't
a
think
defense
so.
lawyer?
Yeah, I think he is. Like, it actually is providing some things that, like the defense attorneys were saying, should have been investigated. Like, did Eric go to Mexico, and did he hide drugs in her
Yeah.
luggage from time to time when they traveled, etc. I just think, without seeing the rest of the document, and there was 33 pages of a document,
That's nothing.
that we can't
495
know.
maybe.
Stop. It's her sitting in a jail cell, bored, being like loony, and she seems to actually be one of these people who is brain always working, brain always like overtime, either has to be writing or talking, coming up with stuff. And to me, it's not consciousness of guilt necessarily. It's just her brain dumping a bunch of crap, and it makes no sense. It doesn't even align with her defense theory. It doesn't align with the prosecution theory. It doesn't align with anything. It makes no sense. It's just crazy. And I don't see how it's incriminating, or I don't see how it's exculpatory or inculpatory. It's neither, to me. It's just a pile of nonsense. So I have a lot of problem with stuff that a incarcerated person does when they've been locked away in a jail cell for a period of time, deprived of all the things that makes them feel human, and all they have is a pen and paper to distract them, and they start doing things that make them feel in some way like themselves. And for her, that's writing. And then that stuff is used against them. And of course, it's going to be used against them. It's stupid of her to do it.
Yeah.
But I don't take it that seriously. I don't take it as seriously as stuff that she actually did at the time of the crime. For me, it doesn't put fentanyl in her hands. I have more questions than answers. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we don't know love is always truth. That's called gaslighting, saying Eric was a drug addict that went to Mexico for drugs. We don't know. So it's also, I could also say the other way around. I could say it's gaslighting to say he didn't go to Mexico to get drugs, because we don't know. We just don't know. Seems like she was just racking her brain while trying to make sense of things. You said it better than me. All lies. Seems like she was just racking her brain while trying to make sense of things. And she shouldn't have written it. Right? It was stupid. It was a goddamn stupid thing to do. It was stupid to write that. It was stupid to say stuff on the phone calls. It was just stupidity. And I'm sure her lawyer at the time, Sky, went back to her and went, what the goddamn hell is this? What are we going to do with this now? Thank you. You just made all of our lives so much harder, yours especially. Yeah, it was dumb. Yeah. It was dumb, 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 dumb. Even dumber than you talking to the cops in the first place. This is dumb on a new level of dumb. But being dumb doesn't mean that you're a killer. Yeah. Okay. How do we know the detective didn't even look at what Eric was doing on his phone the day before he died? He didn't seem to know much about Eric's phone. That's that. The phone calls didn't bother me at all. No, I mean, they didn't bother me in terms of their content. It just bothered me that she was so loose-lipped and silly. That's all. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I think we'll do. I would really like to on the weekend. I would love to get some people on and have a chat about this. I would like to get Laurie Hellas back. Yeah. There's a couple of other people I want to get on. Deeb, I want you on, mate. There's this guy. You guys know PD Questions? You know him? He's been in my comments and I've been talking to him on email. If you're watching or if you're in comments, PD Questions, I want you on too, babe. He's really smart. He's really clever. I'd like him on. Anyone else who'd like to come on? Be great. Felicia, you should come on. You should come have a chat. All Ice, you want to come on and have a chat? You should. Sean, we should get Sean on. We should have a big, let's stop us just blaring on. A few people. Hey, where's your car?
Oh, I don't have a picture of it, but I know what it looks like though. I did.
You don't have a picture of it.
No, I can get you a picture of what it looks like.
Mm.
Just not exactly it. Thought you forgot.
No, I didn't forget.
I think it looks pretty sporty.
Sporty, eh?
Yeah.
Sporty like a sunflower.
Wow.
Like a little Spanish bee. Pitty, pitty, beep, pitty, pitty. Come on, bring it out. Oh, my God.
See? Styling. I'm snazzy.
All right, well, you wouldn't want to, commit a murder in that.
Yeah, I'm not going to be robbing any banks anytime soon.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
think
hate
that'd be
it.
identified easily.
It's goddamn awful.
It's awesome.
It needs tiger stripes. It needs a wrap, black.
It's two-tone.
Should be one tone, not yellow. Oh. Congratulations on your new car.
Thank you.
Why did you get yellow?
Because it was technically used, and it had 1625 miles on it. It was 1 month old. So I got
you got a good deal because it was yellow.
And yeah, basically. It's like 4,000 less than new, so
Bumblebee.
Yeah, I got a really good deal. So
A really good deal.
And
dear. You
father-
like it, Scott?
yeah, went with my father, and we didn't have to cuss out anyone, which was actually quite surprising.
No, because they really wanted to get rid of it.
I guess okay, maybe
It's easy to find in parking lots.
it is actually. It's quite easy.
Yeah,
It's
because
quite
no
nice,
one parks
actually.
near it.
I was like, where the hell did I park? Oh, there it is. Yeah,
You like it too, Mavhawk? See, people are being nice to you.
I did not like it at first, the color, but it really grew on me.
It grew on you once they like gave it away to you at a really cheap price.
Basically. I mean, the other car I was looking at would have been like 2,500 more. So
Yeah. Why? Just because it wasn't yellow?
well, yeah.
Yeah. You can always paint it to bright green, or maybe puce.
Puke.
Yeah, puce. Yeah, that's kind of like a sickly pink. That would be better. An improvement. Car parks. Yeah, car parks. Parking lots. Sorry. We
Yes.
had this discussion when we were doing the grey base streams. We call them car parks because you park your car there.
Whatever you say.
Dear me. Goodness me. It matches with your cats.
Yeah.
Seriously, I like it too. Oh, that's nice, Carolina. See, everyone's being nice to you. I don't have to be nice to you.
True.
Oh, dear. Okay. This has been fun. And I always like to end with insulting Dali.
Most people do.
Congratulations on your new car. What happened to your old one?
I traded it in.
Sweet.
Had some repairs on it, so
Yeah, I need to do the same. My Jeep is at the point where everything's starting to break.
yeah.
Like everything. So I'm about to go car shopping too, but I'll be buying a respectable colored car.
Yeah, the salesman tried to like, oh, I see. So you saw this yellow car and you're like, yeah, that's a nice color, isn't it? And I'm like, no,
No.
it's shit. But I'm assuming that means you want it gone. So
That's a nice color, isn't it? It
yeah,
looks like
for a
urine.
Power Ranger.
Yeah, for a Power Ranger, yellow Power Ranger. But now you need to go and get your Power Ranger uniform on.
The yellow one.
And, yeah, and then you can get hired for kids' parties.
Yay.
Yeah. Banana mobile. Transformer.
I'm a Power Ranger chat.
Oh dear. Okay, you need to actually make a short with yourself, like as a Power Ranger getting into your car and like going and solving crimes. You could go to a crime con in it.
I could.
You could.
I didn't trust driving my other car.
But yes, you could. See? At the speed of light. I'm just jealous of your yellow car. And yeah, all the clicks and views you're going to get with your yellow car.
I only like primary colors. Get a
Get
taxi sign.
sign.
Man,
Grey Bay's into yellow.
see?
Yeah, that's what
I was
this is
trying
all
to
about.
impress her. That's why I
Yeah.
bought it.
That's what this is all about. Hi, Dr. Vonda. Yeah, we're just paying out this guy because he bought a yellow car and it's awful.
It's awesome.
No, it's not. No, it's really not. It does match Kouri's shirt today too.
I was trying to impress Kouri.
Yeah. All right, that's it. Actually, we are going to shut up shop and we're going to redirect over to Sean, potentially criminal. He hates Kouri, so guys, have fun. Yeah, he is fully in the guilty camp. So enjoy a lawyer's take who hates Kouri. Yeah. What's this? Kouri is a terrible person, but you attract people who are the same personalities. Yes, she's a narcissist. Thank you all for hanging out. Sean is wrong. Yeah, see, man, you can fix her, can't you? You can fix her. I love you guys. I love chat. Chat is fun.
Oh, and Hidden True Crime is also live as well, guys.
I know. I think, unfortunately, I don't think they're accepting redirects from here.
I
We
think
might
they
have
are.
to try it. We might have to try it from your channel because, you know, they still like you. Oh, and now
Have you
you got
tried?
blocked. I've never tried. Geez, that'd be great.
I mean, I actually did think about that earlier today. How funny it'd be if I maybe just set up like an unlisted stream so
Yeah.
there's no viewers,
Yeah.
but then set up a redirect and ended it so it would
Yeah.
still pop up and be like, Dolly has rated your stream. I may have to do that just to fuck with her.
You would get a civil stalking injunction.
I will.
You would.
I may do that now.
You're not doing it from my stream.
No. I'll do it for mine. Don't worry.
All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, we'll do something on the weekend. Tomorrow is Friday. I think we're doing something else tomorrow. Like I feel like we need to catch up on whatever Trisha's doing.
Yes.
I miss Trisha.
Me too.
I do. But yeah, we'll try and do a panel or something on the weekend to talk about this because it'll be fun. Yeah, go in and say Hella Raid. Yes. Oh no, not there. Go and say Hella Raid to Dali. That'll be fun. Not Dali. Sean's. My brain. I'm too busy thinking about making fun of Dali. Because that's what I do. Time for the song.
Her name was Hella. She was an Aussie. She was a fake lawyer from the future. She got on YouTube and made some live streams.
Your test conversation
was Dolly and she dances sometimes. The words are all
He-Man talk.
because she's a made of free. To the attention, excited ignorance. Her cat is